Hi, Jess. Hey, Des. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Danielle. What's up, Crystal? Hey, Amy. Hey, Nicole. What's up, Strawberry? What's up, Angela? Hey, y'all. So, y'all, I wanted to talk about some things. Number one, I wanted to talk about the pictures that are supposedly going to be released today. Y'all don't look at this bump, okay? Don't look at that bump. But anyways, y'all, so I wanted to talk about the pictures that were supposedly going to be leaked today based off of what the lawyers have stated or whatnot. They stated that the pictures will actually raise more questions than answers, which in itself is just wild. It also states that she was unclothed and things of the sort, and they're kind of graphic. And I just wanted to talk about a few things. I'm not saying that this is it, but I'm saying that we just need to take this into consideration, that the whole part about her being undressed, it could technically not actually been a rape taking place at all. You know what I'm saying? It could have been this right here. Hold on. Paradoxal undressing, which is a term for a phenomenon frequently seen in cases of lethal hypothermia. Shortly before death, the person will remove all their clothes as if they were burning up, when in fact they are freezing. And that right there, since they, stated it came from hypothermia, I just wanted to put that out there because paradoxal undressing, can take place if hypothermia is taking place, where the actual person who's going through the actual issue or whatnot will start taking off their clothes as if they're hot, when really, like it says, that it's freezing. But I just wanted to talk also about this. I was sent this and I'm not sure what to really think, but let me read it to you all. It says, guys, Teresa has been shared with one of the J4K family protesters what the photos depict. This case is not an accident, and apparently we've been lied to even more. Report says she had lividity on her side right, but the pics apparently will show us all she is found sitting on her butt, slumped over, her bra pulled down, and her pants halfway down as well. According to what I'm being told, in that her mom related, she doesn't appear frozen in the pics. Also, she has dirt all on one side of her pants, and her shoe is off on that side. Plus, there was blood on her foot and a cut. Now, what the F is going on? They also said they don't know about the camera above the cooler or that it was working. Her mom did see the pictures, but they won't release them to her. So, I don't know. I really don't know what to think. Because, every day is something new, and it's more and more stuff after the fact she's already put into the ground. Also, even with the footage, like I said, the footage they released a couple of days ago about Miss Teresa crying. Then now today, Fridays, which for some reason they love Fridays, I guess because it's quick and easy money to get hits and views, so why not release it and let's just keep this story going on. But it's they're supposed to be releasing the pictures, and that was told by Chicago's very own WGN9. And let me see, so I'm not sure. Let's see. And so they're just stating that Teresa, the sister, and the investigators, they all went down to the police department for an update on Thursday, and police denied their request to review the full case file, according to a statement from the attorneys. Instead, police told them the reports, photos, and videos would be released publicly on Friday, with the exception of a few select photographs they wished to share with the family before they released, attorneys stated. And it says the pictures are graphic and disturbing images and show portions of her body exposed. And that was put out in Chicago. And my thing is, why would the police at Rosemont deny the family to look at the files, but instead you're going to release this BS all online? You know what I'm saying? You're going to release all of this online before the parent, you know, the mother and the family lawyers and everybody else gets to, you know, really view this stuff or just, you know, get prepared for it. And it's like, how can y'all deny it, but yet release it on social media? So the world can tear it apart and scavenge through it. And, you know, it's just like, what the hell is going on? It's like, for real now. Now, what, for real? I mean, it was for real like a month ago. But now it's like, no, what? Since when? Like, since when? And then, why would you do that to a family? Why would you plaster this young girl's exposed body all on social media to see? But yet, you won't let the family get the files. And then, did you all see the video? Let's see. Did you all see the video where the man in the green jacket, there's a woman, I think her name is Kathy420 on YouTube. I think that's her name. I'm about to pull up the video anyways on here, so we're going to see it together. But shout out to Kathy420 if that is her name, but we're going to see in just a second. But did you all see the video where the guy in the green jacket, you know, where he takes something and was trying to put it in his jacket, and then he puts it under the blanket? Well, they have broken that down. I took the screenshot. Let me see. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. So here's the, you know, this part right here. This is the man I'm talking about. And you see that right there? Right there. Okay. We're gonna, and so right, this is him right here, but we don't recognize him because he looks all scruffy and things of that sort. But in this picture right here that I have my mouse on, he's actually side by side with Frank Markle. He is Pastor Frank Pacelli. And so it's broken down right here. But can you all guess what this is if you haven't seen the video? They're saying that it is the camera above the freezer, that they actually took that, for some reason they took the camera or whatnot. And I mean, we all know why, because, you know, it's showing what really happened, and you know, they don't want the world or whoever to see it, so they took that down and used some type of decoy camera to put in replace of it that's actually non-working or whatever, or didn't have the footage. So that's crazy. I don't know y'all, it's crazy. And then I'm pretty sure by now you all seen the video that Straight Drop News had dropped with there was some protester out there, and he stated that the man, you know, the man came back into the parking lot, I guess last night or whenever, and last night, yeah, it had to be last night, and came back into the parking lot with the coroner as if they were going to get the body, but, you know, it was something else. They're trying to all probably just get their story straight. I don't really know the details fully, you know what I'm saying, but it's crazy, because why would they be going back to the hotel? I don't know, it's just weird. But this is who I was talking about. So yeah, shout out to her, Kathy420. Let's see.
I need your help, because this is obviously Frank Markle.
And like I said, okay? Shout out to her.
This is obviously his surgeon they're talking about in the pictures.
Yes, right here.
Okay, and over here, hang on, let me do this right so everybody gets it. I don't get no marker when I'm...
Hold on. So I'm just going to pause it and just show like tad bits and pieces, because I don't want to get a strike either. But I'm showing you all this video because she asked everyone to share it and stuff, because she has strikes on her account, and she didn't want she wanted this to get out so they wouldn't take this footage offline. So that's why I'm showing you all. But again, this is, you know, the Pastor Frank Pacelli or whatnot, the man that was with the coroner, or whoever he is, Frank Markle.
51. I don't know how he can be 51, but he's the only pastor sitting here. It says,
let me see.
And now let's fucking nose with something in a bag.
Okay, so here it is right here.
I got it, but somebody sent me an email of before he put it in the bag. What's that, y'all? What's that? Is it that? Sure looks like it to me. That's a camera in his hand, y'all. He took the camera. That it was hidden on the body. As the police started walking in, I'll wait, guys. If it buffers, I'll wait. Keep telling me it's buffering. I'll wait. You see this? You see it? The camera.
Right here.
The camera in his hand,
and right there.
See the camera on the body?
It does definitely look like it.
You see it?
Shout out to her. She's definitely on to something. For sure.
He took the camera from above the freezer.
Hell yeah, he did, girl. Yeah, he did.
Why is he not? Does the Rosemont police know?
Yeah, they know.
Seem to have hid it from them, but you can't tell me they're complicit in it. Is it just the hotel and the medical examiner's office that know about this scheme, and the police are not as complicit as we think? Sorry. Or is it the police are involved too because they were there at 11:54?
Exactly. And it's no telling.
Really quick, I told you I'm gonna be on and off. I want to just get this out.
Yeah, but shout out to Kate 420, y'all. Definitely, this is the title of the video. Pastor Frank Pacelli steals camera, freezer, hashtag J4K. You can let me see, it's 21 minutes and 59 seconds long. You all can watch that. Like I said, shout out to her. I'm not reposting the footage. I was just trying to show you all and shout that out because she stated that she wanted everybody to share it and get it out because her channel does have several strikes on it, and they're going to be taken down. And they've been taking down some of her footage, but they're going to, you know, possibly take that down too. So she wanted to get that out. But what do you all think? It's crazy. Hold on, y'all, because I'm so behind too on the comments because I wanted to get that out. Let me see. Hey, everybody that's answered it too. It's so many y'all. I can't even just say hey, y'all, though. Everybody, welcome to the family. Okay. So, do y'all think that is the camera? Because I think that's the camera. I think that's the camera. I think that's the camera. Cause, and then now that she stated that, what if, you know, does the police really know? Or maybe they're in cahoots. But I'm starting to think, what if all those police that were in that kitchen, all good 3-4 of them, okay, we're gonna say 3 or 4 police that were in the kitchen, what if all of them didn't know because only one of them was corrupt? You know what I'm saying? So what if that's what it was? Because we seen it for ourselves when he was going to put in his, he came back from the freezer, he was going to put it in his jacket, then someone is coming, he was, you know, trying to play it off, then he goes by the blanket and tucks it into the blanket as the police were, or I can't remember if it was the police who were escorting Miss Teresa through there, or if it was just the police. So what do y'all think? I don't think they all knew that's what it looks like. The autopsy was made up, definitely. How's your job situation? Still unemployed, and I filed a second appeal because they denied me for the second time, which I just got that email today. And so they're not trying to give me unemployment, so I have one more time. But yeah, I'm still unemployed. I thought she was found fully clothed. Who knows anymore? They said she was found fully clothed. Then they said she wasn't clothed. Then now they're saying her bra was pushed down. Her pants was pushed down. She has a cut. There was blood. And I told you all, I said if that shoe is missing and was not in that freezer, it's because there's some type of stain or something that's on that shoe to where, you know, they can't give that shoe up, because that shoe is gonna, you know, be somebody's, whether it's DNA, whether it's somebody's sperm, whether it's somebody's blood. So I'm telling y'all, why would a pastor take a camera? Well, they're saying that they're all Masons, so you know, I'm not sure. Telling you, I'm just showing you the footage that Kate asked everyone to share. But I do think that that's the camera, and I do think that, you know, that is That's his name too, because he's seen sitting right there beside Frank Markle, and he's also seen in the kitchen with Frank Markle, but he's just more scruffier, like he has grew his hair out. And if it sure isn't the pastor, he sure looks like the security. Lies, lies, lies. These people killed Kenneka, and they know it, definitely. And then now it's just like a coincidence that the footage, like I said, this, you know, things are coming out more and more, but like I've been telling y'all, it's been like piece by piece. But don't y'all think that that's not crazy in itself, that right there in our face, I'm going to show y'all one more time, like right there in our face, it states that, it basically says that the police told this lady, F y'all, we doing this anyways, and we're going to show y'all a little few pictures that are a little bit more explicit than others, and you know, you're going to take it how it is, and we're still going to release it all over social media. So let's go back to it and see. Right here, I'm going to read it again. It says, Jenkins' mother, Teresa Martin, and sister, Lenore Harris, met with investigators at the Rosemont Police Department for an update on Thursday, and police denied their request to review the full case file, according to a statement from the attorneys. Instead, police told them the reports, photos, and videos would be released publicly on Friday, with the exception of a few select photographs they wish to share with the family before they release. And then, you know, they already stated that these photos and pictures right here, the pictures are graphic and disturbing images and inexplainably show portions of her body exposed. So why? What would be the rush to put it out for social media as opposed to putting it in the hands of the mother? What would be the rush to do that? And why would you do that? How disrespectful would that be? So now this lady is going to see photographs that she nor her team stated that they wanted to put out of her baby just plastered all over social media, and God knows whatever is about whatever we're going to see, whether it's a naked body, whether it's, you know, whatever. It's like crazy. It's crazy, y'all. It's like, how is that okay? And it's right there in our faces. I could see if it was one of those things where, oh, you know, we really don't know. But the fact that this is public, look at this. Look at this. This is public information brought to you by Chicago's very own WGN9. Sorry, y'all, about that. That's crazy. I was stuttering. Sorry about that, y'all. And it's crazy because it says the Jenkins family's attorney says these photos raise more questions than answers about what really happened to the 19-year-old that night. So, I mean, is it gonna, like, is this just gonna really happen? Or is this just another, you know, a game, a Ponzi scheme to make everyone, you know, have a great Friday, and let's run all these hits up to these different sites about this published picture, so-called, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, maybe it's a slow Friday. They don't have any other news, and so they're down to do whatever. It's like, since when? Like, that should be against the law. You're going to put out this young lady's pictures without the mother and family's approval. And they're disturbing photographs. Like, what? Let me see. What are her lawyers saying? They're saying the pictures are very disturbing, and they're going to put the Rosemont police station is still going to put them out regardless. They denied the family this past Thursday. They denied the family the file of Kenneka Jenkins, you know, the whole file. They denied the family that. And instead, they stated that they were going to put, and from my understanding, I thought it was just photos, but from what I'm reading, let's see. So, from what I'm reading, it's saying, hold on, y'all. It's saying a very bad connection. How? I never had a bad connection. Let me see. Hopefully. Let's see. Can y'all still hear me? I don't know. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me, y'all, because it's saying a very bad connection. Okay. Y'all, I wonder if someone's trying to take my video down. Because I'm literally just sitting down. My Wi-Fi works perfectly fine every other day. There should be no reason why. Okay. That was weird, y'all. But, y'all, okay, so I was thinking that it was just photos, right? That they were going to be releasing. But the police told them the reports, photos, and the videos would be released publicly on Friday. What the hell? So do y'all even think that we'll get it? Or do you all think that they'll be able to fight this, to stop this? Or do you all think they're just doing this so we can have a little conversation like we're doing right now? Let's see. Even if it's not, okay, they're releasing this info because it's not considered a murder. Even if it's not considered a murder, it's still a death of a young 19-year-old daughter that just by the mother alone stating, hey, please don't release these photos to the public. Like, what if this was your daughter? Would you want your daughter to be, you know, blasted and plastered like this? It should be able to be stopped. Like, that's crazy. It was real news, NBC Chicago reports. Yeah. With the info that we know, how can we help each other stay safe? Exactly. We can help each other in so much. We just got to be aware and stop allowing BS and the corrupt and evil powers to put us at odds. Have you noticed they posted stuff at night? Exactly. Yeah, you're being hacked. I hope not. Don't say that, y'all. Did you notice how they kept touching the blanket? Yes, because they didn't want that little camera to come out. And it was all creepy to me. Okay, y'all, did that not look creepy to y'all on like a serious note? Like the whole kitchen was just like an eerie feeling, period. They was at, you know, at Kanika's body. He had all of those blankets, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like trying to prep them and just make them so perfect. Then like he was just fidgeting and moving and then smiling and blowing his nose and touching dead bodies and, you know, opening the blanket, removing the blanket, looking off, looking up. I like, it's just so much. Like, what the crazy crap? Yeah, because they're taking my comments out. Who is? Hey, what did I miss? We're talking about these pictures and videos that's going to be released without the permission and authorities of Teresa Martin and the family. Let me pay something for you guys. Be right back. Why couldn't they view the body outside as they removed it? Exactly. Why was the coroner back in that parking lot yesterday, and why did a mother and a child who had her child out there at the protest, why did she get arrested? Why were the cops being called on people that were protesting silently and positive? Well, not silently, because you can't protest silently, but positive, like they weren't doing anything. They weren't disturbing the peace, for real. Like they were keeping it positive, as if, you know, if Tiki marches and the KKKs and everybody else, if they can go and, you know, say the stuff that they want to with, you know, out of little, whatever, the little blowhorns and, you know, whatever, that stuff you talk out of, if they can do all that, why can't all people of all walks of life, why can't they do a positive protest for whatever it is that they believe in? What's the point of having freedom of speech if, you know, what you say is going to come with bigger consequences the more positive you get? Because as you notice, the more negative people get as far as when they plaster their opinions, or, you know, look at the president, for instance. You know, he can say all type of evil crap worldwide out loud, and you know that be okay, but yet somebody can just voice their opinion and what's something, or you know, stand up for something that they truly believe in and do it in a great way, and it's like nothing happens. I mean, well, everything happens, you know, it's wrong. Mama T is innocent, and that's really what I really think that she is, you know what I'm saying? I really do. But I really don't know, because it's a lot of stuff that I don't understand. Even when the police I don't know if the police have been trying to make her look like the bad guy, or to keep them from looking like the bad guy. But it's like, you know, when they put out that statement, it was like, well, Mama T, something about she tampered with Kanika's phone, and something about she removed messages and some more things. So I really don't know. Y'all don't look at this. All my women, if you know what this means. Why is there Halloween still? Exactly. That's why this year my kids will be, I take my kids to festivals and let them do, you know, we don't do door to door, but we go to, you know, trunk or treats or little festivals that's in town. But they will be wearing no Halloween costume. They're gonna be out there in regular clothes and going to go get them some little free candy. Expose everything so we can get justice for Kanika. Isn't this whole situation about justice? Let's get back to that. Expose everything and everybody, point blank, period. And yep, the mama is suspect. Yeah, we're definitely not off of that. It's just that I don't know. This case is being taken by, like, it's really like a loop. And then look. Let me see. It says on the 911 call, Teresa Martin, at 3:32 to 3:35 minutes, Miss Martin said she had to gain her strength and wait for someone to bring her car to her. If Monifa had the keys, is she the one who brought Mama T the car? If so, why didn't she go back to the hotel to help Mama T look for Kanika and explain what happened to the hotel personnel? Why didn't Monifa do that? Why didn't she just ride back and explain what the hell happened? You know how easy this would have been? This could have been solved a whole month ago. And then, have you all seen the timeline? If not, I'm about to pull that up. Let's go through that. Let's talk about that, because I had some things that that really stood out to me during, like, going back down the timeline. Let me see. And I'm going to go over that in just a second. Let me see. Why is it not pulling it up? Is this it? Okay. So let's see. So this is actually on, as you all see, ChicagoTribune.com. And it's the Kanika Jenkins freezer death timeline comes into focus with audio. So let's just, we're going to go through and just, let's see. Let's go through and see. September the 8th, 11:30 p.m. Kanika Jenkins, this is when she leaves her house on Chicago West Side in her mother's car with her friends. According to the police, they buy a Bluetooth speaker, Hennessy, cognac, an energy drink, and marijuana, and head to a suburban hotel for a friend's birthday party. September the 9th at 1:15 a.m., Jenkins enters the Crown Plaza Chicago O'Hare Hotel and Conference Center in Rosemont with 3 other young women. September 9th at 1:36 a.m., a Facebook Live video appears to show the party scene on the 9th floor hotel room. September 9th, 2:17 a.m., Jenkins posts a Snapchat video that appears to show her in a hotel bathroom, which I thought Monifa posted it, but I could be wrong. But let's go. September 9th, around 3 a.m., as Jenkins and her friends prepared to leave, she realized she doesn't have her keys or cell phone. She waits near an elevator as her friends retrieve her belongings. When they return, Jenkins is gone and they start searching for her, which I thought Monifa had her phone and her keys were given to Shamaya, but I could be wrong. September the 9th, 3:25 to 3:32 a.m., Jenkins gets off the elevator alone, staggering down the hall. Now this was September the 9th, 3:25 to 3:32 a.m. Which that's crazy in itself, because when they said that she was seen staggering down the halls, they swear that it was she was staggering down the hall for an hour. 3:25 to 3:32 a.m. is definitely not an hour, but okay. Okay, September the 9th, 3:25 through 3:32 a.m. She enters the kitchen. The door to the freezer where Jenkins is later found, actually a freezer within a freezer, shuts automatically. The door latch can be activated from the inside by a white circular handle. So that answered the question, who in the hell shut her in the freezer? So they're stating that she was later found actually in a freezer, within a freezer, where the door shuts automatically. But the door latch can only be activated from the inside by a white circular handle. Now mind y'all, they also said at 3:25 to 3:32 a.m. that she was staggering in the hallways, right? That right there wasn't an hour worth of staggering like they stated. Now, at 3:25 to 3:32 a.m., she's seen going into the kitchen. Now, we all know once she's in the kitchen, this is it. This is the end of her, right? But, okay, let's go. She's going into the kitchen, going into the freezer. So they say. Okay, September the 9th, 4 a.m., Jenkins' friend calls Jenkins' mother, Teresa Martin, asks if Jenkins has arrived home and tells her she cannot be found at the hotel. Now, mind y'all, what did that time say that Kenneka Jenkins was walking around the hallways between 3:25 to what time? 3:25 to 3:32 a.m. It's now 4 a.m. on the same day, September the 9th. Okay? The friends call and ask, as Teresa has, Kanika came home. But yet, the friends, and first off, Kanika supposedly walked around for an hour. And the friends supposedly looked for her for a little bit. And now it's 4 a.m. So how can all of this take place? So you're telling me that between 3:25 a.m. and 3:32 a.m. these are the hours that Kanika was seen staggering. Then, you know, her friends and them so-called looked for her and things of that sort, and the police so-called looked for her, or whatever, whoever looked for her, the people at the party or whatnot. And now it's 4 a.m. and the friends are calling and asking, is Kanika there? But let's go. September the 9th, about 5 a.m., Jenkins' friends returned to Martin's home with her car. Then Martin, friends, and relatives go to the hotel to seek answers. This is the call.
Where's the address of your emergency?
Yes, I'm at the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport, and I was calling because my daughter came to a party here last night, a gathering with her friends, and now her friends, they said that they left her on the front of the hotel, and she's not able to be found now. She's 19 years old. So what would you suggest?
Hold on, I'm about to pause it. Okay, first thing, I'm about to read this, just read this passage for y'all. September the 9th, about 7:15 a.m., Martin calls the Rosemont police from the hotel parking lot. A dispatcher suggests Martin go home and see if her daughter shows up and contact police again if there's no sign of her. Now, mind you all, my daughter is missing. She is nowhere to be found. Why did Miss Teresa call the dispatcher and ask the dispatcher what did he suggest over what the hell needs to be done? But let's go.
Again, the only thing I would suggest maybe just give her a couple hours. You know, she could have went somewhere with one of her other friends. I mean, and who knows what her friends are saying is true. You know what I mean?
Now, with that information right there, the man stated, hey, you know, just give it some time. She could have went with another friend. Who knows what her friends are, what they're stating is even true. Now, mind you, if in fact, if Kanika was with another friend that was at that party, wouldn't the girls not tell Miss Teresa? Because, you know, that's girl code. You don't, you know, if you with a friend or you out doing, you know, doing a little bump and grind and stuff like that, that's not supposed to get back to mama. So there would be no need to call Mama T. So to put it off on the friends already automatically before, you know, really just digging in deep. Why? But let's finish.
Exactly. You could tell, not to be saying, you could tell it don't sound right. I'm a parent. I've been young before, and it's not sounding right. It don't sound right, period. That's why I came out here myself. So how long does it take for me to file a missing person report?
Well, you can file it at any time. It just like I said, just give it a little bit of time. You know, if you hadn't heard from her by, I want to say about 10, 11 o'clock, then by all means, give us a call again. You can come to the station, and we can help you out from there.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
I'll do that. Okay, thank you so much. Okay.
No, you're very welcome. Have a good day.
Now, let me pause it right fast. Now, the tone of Miss Teresa's voice doesn't seem urgent, right? Which is what is something that made all of us get thrown off by it. Which is probably why, on the other end, the dispatcher didn't really think, you know, too much of it, is because She didn't go in there, you know, with full energy and the right energy, to be honest, as if someone is missing. Everyone knows that with missing teens or missing kids, period, you have that peak time, and there's a certain, you know, a certain amount of hours that you need to go and try to find this person before they're dead. So, again, what the hell? But let's keep on going. September the 9th at 1:16 p.m. Police enter Jenkins into the law enforcement automated data system, leads as a missing person, and begin searching the hotel. Now, remember, the dispatcher stated to basically wait a few hours, and they usually state to wait 24 hours. But from September the 9th at 5 a.m. to September the 9th at 1:16 p.m., she is entered in the system as a missing person, which I know for a fact that isn't 24 hours. So, but let's keep on going. And I'm going to get to your comments in just a little bit. Hold on, y'all. September the 9th, 8:29 p.m. Police are summoned to the hotel because a Jenkins relative is knocking on doors looking for her. Police view video including images showing Jenkins entering the hotel. They check the party location and a stairwell. Hotel staff keeps looking through videos. Officers leave but tell family members to contact them with any information. Now, why did officers leave? Now, why? Nobody was found and nothing was addressed or figured out. So why leave the premises? But let's go. And if you really think that they helped this lady, you got to be kidding me. This isn't help at all. But whatever. Even from the dispatcher, he had a nonchalant attitude. You know, I would suggest. Is that really what you would have suggested? But hold on. September the 10th at 12:23 a.m. A hotel worker goes into the area where the freezer is located and then summons an officer. But let me ask you all this. What makes this hotel manager, not just an employee, because we all know this is the manager. This isn't just some employee, which they should have stated. The hotel manager goes in rather quickly, as we could see. Look at his walk. He's going right into where the freezer is. I mean, he walked right into the kitchen, right where the freezer is. Like, okay, they keep on pestering us. We got to bring this young girl out. Because somebody that would have seen a dead body and really would have been shook as soon as he would have hit this corner, my friends, he would have came off running or walking with a little bit more speed. But the fact that, I mean, this speed really didn't change. It's still the same body gestures and demeanor, like, oh God, what to do? Why me? Why do I got to figure this out? Now he's acting urgent, you know, when the cops come. September the 10th, 12:23 a.m. A hotel worker, like I said, they go and summons the officers and things of that sort. Now they bring in the officers and he's like, you know, pointing, you know, he got his hand on the back, like he's more scared than the actual manager who ran across the body. But we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure it out. And then he uses a flashlight to try to see what's going on. But for some reason, the manager knew exactly what was going on. But hey, what do I know? September the 10th, 12:23 a.m. A hotel worker, you know, it's the same thing. Now listen to this call. When they call and they call the cops and things of that sort. Now I want y'all to really listen to it, because there's this part that I want y'all to see, can y'all catch before I tell y'all what it is. But I'm gonna play it.
301 here. 301. Everything 10-4? Negative.
Everything 10-4. That means, is everything good? He said negative.
That subject.
Okay, he said that subject. That subject. That's what I want y'all to pay attention to. When whoever that is on the other end calls, I'm guessing it's the police, calls in and, calls in about what's going on and says, the guy says 10-4. Everything, everything 10-4. He says negative. I found that subject. Why not? I found the young missing lady. I found the body of the victim. I found the girl whose mother, like, why not that? Why the subject? But let's go.
In the kitchen, in a freezer, she was frozen solid.
She was frozen solid, right? Now, mind y'all, when Miss Teresa and them noticed the body, right? They said that she wasn't frozen solid. They also stated that there was a little piece of ice. And, her hair was messed up and things of that sort. But okay. Now, September the 10th, 12:48 a.m. Jenkins is pronounced dead, and 4 hours later, her body is removed from the freezer. Now, think about that. 12:48 a.m. 4 hours later, her body is removed from the freezer. Why? Why 4 hours later? Why 4 hours later to remove a body from a freezer? And then you're going to state that it took another such and such hours for it to be unthawed out. Then another hour from that, Miss Teresa comes and views the body. Yeah, okay, sure. October the 6th, the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office rules that Jenkins' death was accidental and caused by hypothermia and exposure to cold with alcohol and prescription drug for migraines, and epilepsy listed as contributing factors. Now, it says, and epilepsy listed as contributing factors, which has to mean that Kanika had epilepsy. So when they say, where is this prescribed? Her mother said that she didn't have any prescribed drug and things of that sort, but they're stating here that, the examiner stated that Jenkins' death was accidental and caused by hypothermia and exposure to cold with alcohol and prescription drug for migraines. Epilepsy listed as the contributing factors. But let's go. And look, it says, note, time steps on videos they may not be accurate. So that's the end of their timeline. And they ended out by saying that the video time, the timestamps may not be accurate. So as a journalist and as a publication site and as a news team, why would you put out information that may not be right? That's what we do online when we don't have degrees. That's what we do. That's what we've been doing. We've all been assuming. When you go to school for these things, you should be publishing things that you know. Not things that may be, not things that you've heard, but things you know. That's what you do. You do your job until you know it. You research until you know it. Isn't that part of being a journalist and what? Like, what's really going on? Y'all can't tell me that I'm tripping. Am I tripping? Because if I'm tripping, then I'll stop talking about it right now today. But I just wanted to say that a lot of things don't add up. A lot of things don't make sense. And a lot of people got some dealings with this. I don't know who. I don't know why. I don't know any of it. But I know that, nah, something ain't right. I'm smart enough to know that. I'm smart enough to know that. Like, something isn't right. Like, then like I said, the police, that subject. When I hear that subject, do you know what I think about? I'm thinking about a rat, like an experiment, like the subject. Like, I'm about to do this test on this subject. Like, what? This is a human life. I found this young girl. Oh, I think we found the body. I think we found the victim. What happened? What happened? Why I dropped the ball like this? And so bluntly in our faces is just saying it's basically just a slap in everybody's face like, okay, whatever, we can do and say whatever, because that's what's getting done and that's what's getting said. Because like I said, I know I'm not tripping, and because I've listened to that timeline for several times this morning, because I was like, am I tripping? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? But I didn't think I was tripping. I don't think I was tripping. I still don't think I'm tripping. I tried to be friends with you on Facebook. Okay, I didn't get it send it, or if I did, which I got 2 D'Amica Rochelles, but it's the one where my profile picture is. What is my profile picture, to be honest? Oh, I have a profile video. It's where I'm like in the studio. But yeah, let's see if she was this. Thank you all for clearing that up for me. Frank definitely is in on this little vampire. You are not tripping. Okay. Cut on the ankles from taking organs. That is the biggest vein. So go figure. So the organs can be taken out through the leg? Because, I mean, I'm sure stranger things can happen, but I'm about to look that up. Can organs, because, you know, I want everybody to think for themselves. Even when y'all look at me, I want y'all to go look at, you know what I'm saying, what y'all think for yourself. I want y'all to, that's why I have a discussion with y'all, so y'all could talk too, so y'all could, you know, what do you think? And hold on, y'all. I'm just trying to see, can that happen? Okay, so, oh, I don't know. It could, because I'm looking at, okay, so I'm looking at right now, let me see what this is called. It's called soft tissue sarcoma, and it talks about, I'll just turn it around. So it says limb sparing there's a limb sparing surgery where they remove the removal of a tumor in an arm or a leg without amputation. So like they do an insertion or something that they can go. Tissue and bone that are removed may be replaced with a graft using tissue and bone taken from another part of the patient's body, or with an implement such an artificial bone. But I'm not showing where. I don't know. I'm not saying that they can't, but I don't know if they can. I don't know if they did that. Like, brought her organs through her ankle. That sounds weird. I don't know. Her body was exposed. I blew the clock up. It was 12:30 at the time. It definitely looked like it was, you know, something. Oh, drain blood, not remove. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry about that. I read it wrong then. I'm sorry about that. I thought you were saying, could the organs come through the leg? You were talking about drain blood. Okay. Let's see. I always salute straight drop. I always. So no need for the fist sign. And that's on every video. What's up, straight drop? I didn't even know he was in here. Okay, let's see. Did you read my comment? What did it say? There's too many comments. Let me see. No, I said check the vein in the leg because it was mentioned that a particular important part of the body can be used through this. Oh, okay. That's crazy. I like to listen to more of your music. Eric, it's on my SoundCloud. But, that's crazy. Let's see. And then, you know, they really have us doing like this. Everybody's like waiting around like, oh my gosh, is the pictures out yet? Are they putting the pictures out? And then you hear some people say they're not putting these pictures out, which, you know, they probably won't. Because there's got to be some way that somebody can fight the fact that these pictures should not be leaking out or getting out if Teresa definitely stated that she didn't want these pictures out. So you mean to tell me, I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy. It's real crazy. But what do y'all think? And then you see reports where they're saying some of her, I don't know, it's supposedly, I don't know if these are fake pages or what, but then there's so many different people that are supposedly her cousin or family members, and like she really had missing teeth and she really had more stuff missing from her. And it's like, I don't really know what to believe. And my head's starting to hurt more and more because it's like it gets more and more confusing. And then, like I told you all, as soon as you're like, okay, I found what it is, or this is definitely it, it's like, you know, like, okay, we're about to be soon putting it behind us. It's like more things come out or more things that make you question, like, what the, you know, kind of like, you know, I've been saying, like, it's crazy. I just want to know a lot of things. I want to know, why did the manager who found Kenneka, why he walked so smooth and so easily into that kitchen, and so, you know, like he knew, like as if he put her there, you know? Like, I don't understand. Then, you know, you have all, we weren't even talking about the investigation team, because y'all already know how I feel about that, them and what they've done. They've tampered and, you know, contaminated the whole scene. Well, the not scene, because they said that it wasn't a scene. It's accidental. But I know a lot of people do a lot of different crazy things, you know. But I don't think that people are going into freezers. Just like I don't think that people that are truly happy and are out here trying to bring awareness and a voice to certain, you know, certain things in life, I don't think they'll go to jail and then decide to kill themselves when they don't even know about how much time or if they have to serve time. Just like I don't think nobody in their right mind who hasn't lived their life is going to decide to wake up, go to school, and put themselves in a mat. But hey, I didn't even know that not only can you put yourself into this gym mat that don't even fit your body, I didn't even know that you also can take your own organs out and stuff yourself with tissue. That's amazing. I knew that there was a reason why, you know, there's so much hate towards blacks, but you know, based off of the things that they say about blacks, it's like, yeah, they make us sound real magical. We could do it all, huh? We could put ourselves in mats, man, take our own organs out like we're the doctors and just put these newspaper into ourselves. Isn't that crazy, huh? What we can do. Now we're walking into freezers. What's next? What's next? We going into ovens too? We going into ovens? We going to dishwashers next? What? Like, I don't get it. Next we're gonna be, no telling, mailboxes. We're gonna mail ourselves off too? What? I don't get it. It's just crazy. And then the fact that people will see this stuff, hear this stuff, and look at this stuff and like, oh, America, so great. People are so kind. No, there's no wrong going on in this world. What? It's like, what? All this crazy crap going on, and you want to tell us that this is what it is. It's accidental. But let me tell you one thing, like I've been saying from day one, accidents don't have to be edited. Accidents don't take days to recreate. Accidents are just that. They're accidents. So there's no need to cover up, because if it's an accident, if it was really done, you don't have to edit. You don't have to take nothing out. You don't have to add nothing if it was an accident. Okay? If it was an accident, you don't have to do any of the things that's been going on during this case. If it was an accident, hell, even if these people that the kids so-called did it, they could have been came out and say, hey, you know, whatever. You see kids come out all the time like, hey, we did these pills, it wasn't nothing. They don't, you know, sometimes they might do a little time. Sometimes, you know, they go to a little counseling, a little rehab, get their lives right, and that's it. But it's just like, you know, we have all of these facts on the table. We have all of these truths on the table. And it's like people are still like, this is an accident. This is what she did. And then the own family stated, you know, that these pictures are more disturbing and raises more questions than answers. So when we see these pictures, how many more questions are we going to have? Because right now we're at a good goddamn million questions right now. So when we see these, and then mind y'all, it's not just pictures coming out. It's reports and it's the videos that's coming out. So what is it going to show? What is it? What more can y'all show that really y'all ain't showing? Like, what more? Why create footage? Exactly. What's up, Meek? We not done by far. We're not. We're not. Now, what I can say, for those who think that we're dumb, you got to understand, ignorance doesn't hold a color. There's ignorance in every race, because there's ignorant individuals worldwide. So, so I'm buffering again. It's crazy. Hold on, y'all. But it's like ignorance. I feel like this is ignorance. The things that we choose to look at and discredit and look over, that's ignorant. I think ignorance is the things we choose to not know. That's ignorant. But seeing things, understanding things, and actively using the senses that this good God gave all of us, that's not ignorant. That's not ignorant. That's not ignorant. I don't care what nobody says. That's not ignorant. You're not telling me that she, you know what I'm saying? You're not telling me that girl walked into that freezer. Not only did she take her clothes off, but she's missing a shoe. So what'd she do? Did she go ahead and send the shoe up to heaven above? To God, told him hold up? Did she tell God to hold the shoe? Is that what she did with the shoe? Huh? It's crazy. I'm telling y'all why that shoe is missing. I'm telling you why that shoe is missing. That shoe has got something on that shoe. Whether it's blood, whether it's some type of DNA that can link some type of DNA, or it's some type of sperm. You know what? You know why they would rather people not talk about it? Is because they want everybody to stay ignorant. Because you know what ignorance brings? Ignorance brings revenue to them. Because you'll believe anything. You'll believe anything. You'll do anything. Ignorance equals revenue. That's why you have publications like the Chicago Tribune, who can blankly say that oh, these timestamps may not be correct. What? You publish that? You all's boss let you all publish that? That's wild. That's wild. So y'all openly stated, oh, we don't really know. It's crazy, y'all. I'm telling you right now that we probably may or may not get those pictures. But if they raise more questions than solutions, I think that's going to be a problem. And I think that even though the Rosemont police, that they think that they are doing the big bad thing by going against what Mother Teresa stated and going ahead and just putting out these pictures and these videos and these reports, I think that by them doing that, they might just get themselves in trouble, because you already know we here on social media, we're going to dissect it. We're going to talk about it. We're not going to be quiet about it. We're not. And there's a lot of great channels out there that's talking about it. A lot. There's a lot of people putting in hours, time, and, you know, just really connecting the dots. Because I apply straight drop every time. Because he be doing a lot of work into it. Putting a lot of time into it. But I'm telling you all now that if we get the footage today, and we get the pictures today, and we get this report today, what is it going to tell us? Because if it's going to raise more questions, wouldn't that be more damaging to a police facility who wants everyone to be quiet, who's putting people in jail down there for protesting? So I need to know who has the brains in Rosemont, because it don't seem like a lot of people have brains down there. And in Chicago too, because you all really need to get the editors and chiefs and everything else fired down there, because if editors can really do sloppy, and I do mean sloppy with a capital S, ass work, that should be unacceptable. They should not be able to just put out any and everything. And then the things that they put out is it's crazy. It's like you could read, you have so many things that you could just look in between the lines, or you could hear things. Just like I said, why is the police the subject? Is that what a 19-year-old black female is in this life? Is a subject? I found the subject? Is that what it is? I need to know. Is that because have we gone to thugs to subjects? Because we're getting experimented on? Let's see. Yes, Mink. What time are they supposed to be released? That's a great thing to know. That's another thing. I told you all we were playing Blue's Clues. They told us that they're going to release it, but they're not going to give us a time, because they're just going to release it. And knowing them, it's going to be at a good time, probably either, I'll say, when people are just getting off work and in traffic or whatever, or it's going to come late tonight, so we could talk about it on some more tonight, and, you know, carry it on out to next week. And then next Friday, they'll probably come back and tell us some more craziness. I think 10 p.m. So you think they come out at 10 p.m.? Well, I'll be up, because around that time I will be doing my daughter's hair for cheerleading, their cheerleading game tomorrow. So I'll be up. I'm gonna be up. They say subject when the person commits a crime. You definitely don't identify a victim that way. Definitely. That's beautiful, Angelina. Definitely. And now that I think about that, you're absolutely correct. I just shot down the subject. The subject was armed. She was a victim. She's still a victim. Just like every other family member out there in the world that doesn't receive justice, they're victims. Just like Sandra Bland, she's a victim. Kendrick Johnson, he's a victim. Trayvon, he's a victim. There's a lot of victims out here. And there's a lot of devils out here, you know, acting like they're gods. It's crazy how people are just taking people's lives and then can just get away with it because money and power and a little pull in your town. Y'all saw when the cops hugged each other after finding Kenneka? I didn't see that. Sound like Donald Trump campaign. I love you, Meek. I love you, Beck Alicia. You have no value in this society unless it's for entertainment and research purposes. Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. There are a lot of people just sounding ignorant, bringing up just crazy theories. We need to wait till all the info comes out before we start saying what happened, that happened. Remember, she died frozen. Let's see. I'm telling you the truth. You're not telling me the truth. I'm sorry. You wish it was the truth. I guess you thought that little comment was offensive. But I feel like that a comment such as, where was that comment? You have no value in this society unless it's for entertainment and research purposes. I feel like those type of comments only come from those who are miserable and don't have a life. So which means your purpose is being wasted. I love you, Meek. Love you too, boo. The truth should come out to light. But let me tell you when it's not going to come out to light. When everyone says, quit talking about it. Can y'all let this girl live? Technically, you all, we've letting this girl live for 30 days. Well, it's over 30 days because it's a little bit over a month. We're almost going to be at 2 months when we look back up. So it's like we're letting her rest. So when people say, can't you just let her rest? Once you die, you're already resting. Your soul has already left. You're rested up forever, for the rest of your forever. You know what I'm saying? So you're technically resting. Nobody can't unwake you, because had we be if we could unwake with opinions, theories, and conspiracies, I'm sure Teresa would freaking love us all, because a lot of us could be able to wake up Kenneka. But I don't understand when you all let this girl rest. Let this girl rest. That's what you all are going to say on every hashtag. And then when you look up, guess what? All the little kids are going to be gone. They're going to all be gone. Because everybody said, oh, let it go. Just let them rest. Let them rest. But when you don't bring conversation around it, when you don't put eyes on it, and when you don't force people to prove and really, you know, not only just prove, but when you have to force people to show their hate publicly. I'm just saying. We're never going to get justice being quiet about it. And my thing about it is, how do you all want people to be quiet on a case where Kenneka's own mother is out protesting? They're not quiet about it. So, is she wrong for not letting her own daughter just rest? Just rest. Imagine just saying that to a mother who lost her child. Just rest. Just rest, Miss Teresa. Nobody's saying that. They don't want us to find out the truth. Right. If it was your family member, you wouldn't say that. You would want people to stand up and seek justice. Correct. Exactly. Exactly just that. Hold on right fast. This is my baby. I gotta tell my mom I'm live. Hello? I'm on live. What you doing? Yeah. Hold on. Tell them what? Go. Oh my gosh, y'all. I put him on speakerphone and accidentally hung up. That was Jimmy, y'all. He said what's up. We can't stop now. Love you, Meek. Love you too, boo. Please watch Grave View's video. I was, but I seen a lot of negative comments about that name. They stated that he was kind of like, I don't know, I guess on the opposite side, trying to make it seem like this definitely was some type of accident. But I definitely will look into it, because I don't want to assume that all the negative opinions mean that it's true. Thank you, lady. You are so pretty. Thank you, boo. But I want to know that it's just so many things. I still want to know what it looks like to lay flat on your face and on your side at the same time. And obviously, from whatever that report was that I read, well, that statement earlier that I read to you all, obviously she was on her butt too. So how do you be on your butt, face down, and on your side? That's a lot. I told y'all, they think we're so magical that we could just do so much. So much. We could do so much. And then it was crazy is, I don't know, man. That's why it's important for people to know your whereabouts and where you go. Y'all might think that solo dolo crap is cool, and oh, let me just go here, I'm good, YOLO and all that. No, you need to be telling people where you're at, and you need to travel with people, because in this life, you know, it's crazy. And then just like Eliza Lam, we're gonna talk about her too. You know, this is still sad to me too. Same thing. This is another, just because her skin isn't dark, this is Kenneka Jenkins too. You get what I'm saying? But actually, she happened before Kenneka Jenkins. You get what I'm saying? This is on January the 31st, 2013. You know, a 21-year-old Canadian student went missing while visiting Los Angeles. She was found almost a month later dead in a water tower in the Cecil Hotel where she was staying. The hotel guests were complaining about low water pressure in their rooms, and that's when investigators came in. Hotel staff found a bizarre elevator video surveillance before Eliza's disappearance. It looked as if she was hiding from someone and had a very peculiar behavior while in the elevator, looking out the doors and jumping back in to hide. It was noted that Lam's death was similar to the plot of the horror movie Dark Water. Was her fate caused the person she could have been frightened, or just an accident? They love the accident world, but let me ask you something, you all. Let me show y'all these big ass little water towers that they found her in. They said that she picked the lid up, which the actual people that work, the actual workers that work with these actual towers, where they even stated to lift this up would be impossible for one person to do, and they still stated this was an accident. She couldn't lift her. How do you kill yourself? How do you open this up, kill yourself, and go in there to die? Who is going in here to die after you go from Canada to Los Angeles, a city where you've never gone? And everybody, I've never known somebody to go to Los Angeles, to Canada, to Los Angeles, to just book a room because they wanted to go jump in a tower to kill themselves. When I'm sure there's a lot of these towers over there in Canada where she could have jumped in at even given second at any hotel and killed herself. But hey, I guess everybody is, all these accidents, I'm telling you all, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. People aren't just accidentally dying in these type of cases. You know what I'm saying? Accidental deaths are not going into water towers, rolling up in mats, and walking into freezers. So, but whatever. Whatever, you know. I guess. If they say so. It's crazy. I would never stay in a hotel again. Would never sleep in my car or my tent again. You'll sleep in your car or your tent. Hell, if you think about it, nowhere is damn safe. Car, tent, house, church, jail. You know, I mean, you're around all these securities and everything. It's obviously, I don't know, y'all. Ooh, my hair needs to be done. We ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah, you gotta buddy up in these malls. You gotta buddy up in everything in life. That's why I don't travel alone. I would never travel alone. We must be the clumsiest species on the planet. So they think. Of course somebody placed her body there. Let me tell you all something. Some people aren't buying flight tickets from Canada to Los Angeles and to skip all them hotels in Canada to come to Los Angeles on their first trip that they notated months ago because they was a blogger. She used to blog and make blogs or whatever. She used to type up little stuff and like, you know, just do like different things or whatnot. Nobody is going to be super excited. Then when the trip finally comes, you're going to kill yourself. Okay. You're going to kill yourself. Okay, in a water tower? Come on, really? 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 There was no signs of her ever being, you know, depressed and all this other things. Whatever. Kenneka was drugged with something undetectable probably. That's what I'm thinking. If Kenneka was drugged, I'm thinking, you know, you all know the Visine trick, where a lot of these because I remember going to school with a couple of individuals where they were drugged up with the Visine trick, and like they started losing their minds and all type of stuff, but they didn't end up dead, but they're still to this day like they're a little cuckoo. But other than that, like, you know, the Visine trick that don't come up in your system and all that, people and kids are dying off of that. Chick was dating one of the thugs. There's no telling. They blamed it on medication and depression, right? Because it's so easy to just, you know, state BS. That girl was living a way healthy, great life, whatever her state of life was, whether she was medicated or depressed. She was living a great life up till that little Los Angeles visit or whatnot. Like I said, she used to have active blogs where she would write and document her every moves and just talk about her new, you know, stuff that she researched or things that she found. And then she, you know, ends up in a water tank tower thing that she decided to put herself in. But okay. What was that girl depressed about? You tell me, girl. You tell me. Why you skipping what I said? What did you say? Let me see. It's a lot of comments, Teresa. The psychic medium said Kenneka Jenkins gave her a clue. Hispanic Crips keeper. What y'all think? Oh, okay. I think I don't believe in psychics. Let me see. That's why we can't let this go. We must continue to get on their nerves. Enough of our kids have died and the story is forgotten after a couple of weeks. Exactly. Who are we talking about? We were talking about Kenneka Jenkins for the first part. Then I just was saying that Kenneka Jenkins was no different than the Allah's Alam. But actually she really was like technically the first Kenneka Jenkins, being that she, you know, she died a few years earlier than Kenneka. Yeah, the Hispanic security guard, right? No, she wasn't crazy at all. We know she wasn't crazy. Crazy people aren't able to really just fully function the way that she was. She had a magnificent blog series, so trust me, they'll say anything. They will drop it in your drink and knock you out while she's the only one drunk. Yeah, right. And we're supposed to believe the hype. True. Didn't get the notification. Hey, boo, you missed a lot, Amber. I think I don't believe in psychics. Angela, I'm serious. I don't believe in psychics. I do believe that there are, you know, there are, how can I put this? I do feel that there are certain spiritual things that happen to give us, you know, clues, answers, or warnings. But I don't believe in psychics. especially ones that say, "Oh, give me $5 for every 2 minutes." I can't believe that. That's like me saying, before I tell you I work at the police station in Rosemont, and before I give you all these pictures and things of that sort, let me get 5,000 million, 150 trillion likes. No, I don't believe that. Yeah, I just broke down the timeline too. Psychics are demonic, stay away. Exactly, spiritual gift. Yeah, that's what I believe. Are you going to the live Sunday with Kate? Choose. No, they haven't asked me about no live. I don't even know what you're talking about. Did you see that video from Straight Drop reading that Twitter post? It was a game that went amok. I seen that a while back. Even before that post, it was stating that it was some type of game that went wrong. Because, you know, they had said something like early on, like that Monifa and them was like, let's go into the freezer. And was like making a game or something. But I don't know. You know, they said a lot since then. I had a chick walk up and give me a card. She was a psychic. I said, is that of God? She said, no. Right. And some random white man randomly jumped in his panel last night. It was so scary. What the heck? That is crazy. I don't know, y'all. But I'm going to talk to y'all later. Once this stuff comes out, we're going to get to it. So, y'all let me know in the comments below.